Hey guys, welcome to this video. Will Sebastian from Be Profitable Academy here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and get my free training underneath this video. It's right there to be taken and learnt from. So in this one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go talk about the pound New Zealand. The reason being is mostly due to the fact that it has risen quite significantly over the course of this morning, or the London session. You can see that since the 3rd of November, as we start this month, you've had this sort of very slight ascending movement, and it's taken you up and up. But really what was significant was in the early hours of this morning, when you had a lot go over the wires, and mostly rejection price action wise. So if I go on my 15-minute, you can see that clearly. There is a slew of green candles all the way up, and what you're seeing now is a pull down in that movement. So people are liquidating those longs and they're starting to flip to the short side. That is what creates that downside movement in the market. Okay, so you can see that right there. What is happening on the very near term is you are moving to areas of very early price action / support. Okay, so that will have to go if you're going to get any further. So I would say if you're going to buy this, it's too late. You don't really have any entry confirmation. That is why I say put your time frames down, okay? Because you can see it's now rejecting. So you could take a very light pinch, but I would prefer it much lower, all right? So if you were going to short this, in other words, it's too late to do so. You should have done it where I've drawn these red arrows. That would have been fine. But if you want to short it now, it's not a good idea. To be clear and correct that, I think if anyone misunderstood, I would rather buy it than sell it because I've missed the short entry. That's why I put my timeframes down. So, like I said, you could lightly long it now because you are at very early support. Okay, if you wanted to long it lower, you may get a more reasonable entry / bounce where I've drawn this red arrow down here. Okay, so that would bring you near your key MAs as well. If you put your time frames back up, you can see again within this 4-hour up movement, you do have reasonable support lower down nearer those levels, and they would probably be far better for entry, just like they were here. You can see the retracement didn't stop at this early level of support. It needed to come back further, and then of course it rose to the upside. So going forward, how would I want to trade this? Well, if I look at the weekly, okay, you're coming to areas of key price rejection you saw previously on your weekly. So I guess if you get slightly higher than this previous high, maybe near a 2085, I would consider lightly shorting. I wouldn't be shocked at all if you get above this and the last high I've drawn with that red arrow doesn't do much. It wouldn't shock me at all. If you are going to reshort it, then I would keep the size light and I would just spread your entries out a bit. Okay, because the pound New Zealand can range a lot. It has ranged a lot in the past. And if it continues to range, like I said, it wouldn't shock me at all because on your monthly, you've got clear price rejection there. Okay, there isn't that downside bias you can see, or that downside impetus. There isn't that force of sellers bringing it down. You can see, therefore, it's pushing up. And if it extends above this high as well, and it brings you more into the tip of this previous price rejection, it wouldn't shock me at all as well, because if you look back, it took that much of a move for you to fall previously. Okay, so it wouldn't be a complete surprise if that is what occurred again. So just be careful of that. Any further shorts you're going to take need to be light. If really, if you're going to be buying this, you can see where you've had previous price rejection in two areas, both from a notable historic price action zone, which is that one, and a recent one there. So having said that, you've seen it bounce there twice. I'd probably like it lightly long there. If I'm going to further long, I would prefer to do it nearer these key MAs and in line with these price action levels I'm highlighting all the way across the board. So all we're doing here is we're proportioning our risk to the probability of a rise or a fall in price. And that is completely tied to what we can see on the chart, i.e. price action areas. So areas of weak price action, I would be a bit more conservative on. Nonetheless, I would say anything slightly higher or around now constitutes a short, probably intraday. If I'm going to short it further, I really would like a move higher and beyond the previous high after that. And I would space my entries out. If I'm going to take it long, I really would like a larger fall for this right down here. That would show me a lot and I'd be there to pick up the pieces for a bounce. Okay, So that is where I'm talking about. It just comes in line with your key moving averages. You've not touched those key moving averages since March on your weekly. It's a very long time. So if you do end up going down there, that's where I personally would look long. Anything higher, and I'm more short biased. A lot of people ask me, the price has come up, are you still short biased? Absolutely. I will always be short biased if the price keeps going up, because inherently you're getting a better short side value trade. Okay, it can't be more long because the price is higher. You've missed it. Okay, it can only be more short. So I'm short pound New Zealand. Hope that helps. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and free trainings underneath. I'll see you in the next one.